Doctor, I have a question.
Okay, Sadam.
Okay, basically I want to ask about the presentation situation lah. When we present and if we follow the all the rules and the procedure that we use to present perfect, but how we want to know if the person interested with our presentation and the topic we present, and then the second question is how we want to change the un, uninterested person into interested person.
Okay, very good, Sadam. Good question. So basically, we know by looking at their face, their verbal communication. The minute we notice some of them making distraction, distraction. I mentioned in the slide. That means one or some of them are not really interested with your speak context of the ideas that you are sharing. So that is the reason why we should do audience analysis in the first place. Yeah, we want to avoid people from being not interested in our speech. Not only when we notice they not interested, then we find solution. So actually, we need to do a lot of homework before we go to any event. We need to have a lot of strategies. We need to have few options on how we are going to encounter when we notice that some of the audience are not interested anymore throughout the process. If you remember, from nobody to become somebody, you need to catch up with every signal of uninterested that appear in the face of the audience or in the physical movement. What I'm trying to say, Sadam, and the rest of the students, that of course, in any event, we should predict there will be group or there will be people who are not going to agree with us. When they are not agree with us, they will show sign of distraction. So this is why and we need to learn the three tips I share with you. Motivation, and subject expert matter, from nobody to become somebody. How are we going to encounter this? Adam asked me just now. So I have one or two experience lah. What I did is when I noticed among the crowd, there is distraction. Distraction here, I'm referring to not interested. So I will stop a minute and I will open the floor for anyone in the crowd to ask question. That is one way on how we encounter this group or this kind of people, so that that time that we give to the audience maybe will be taken by this group of people or this individual for him or for them to ask question. Or when we open the floor for audience interaction, this will show that we actually listen to their hearts. Their hearts here, I'm referring to, we notice that they want to ask question. Actually, one of the reasons why people feel uninterested because they are not satisfied with our explanation. So by providing that floor, open floor for question, it will neutralize that feeling. Yeah, and there are other strategies as well lah, Salam. Yeah, but I think for this particular class, because we have limited time, I hope that answer your issue lah, Sadam. Okay, Kak Sadam?
Okay, doctor. Very clear, doctor.
Okay, thank you. Any question before I proceed to the other slide?
Doctor, I have question.
Oh, Susan. Yes, Susan.
Morning.
Morning, Susan.
Okay. So I heard you say that you will stop for a while in your speech if they are distracted. So if from your past experience, is this way work for every audience?
Okay, very good question. Actually, that's why it goes back to analyzing the audience. Yeah, analyzing the audience. For group, in colloquium, we have academic session actually among student in postgraduate level lah. So what happened is for this group of audience, they really like to be for the speaker to do Q&A because they want to learn more. For forum, because in forum we have many speakers in the stage, so it is not good or appropriate to stop for a while for Q&A. So we just proceed as what the itinerary in the forum is stated. So for this kind of occasion, forms of presentation, we need to look for other method. For example, there is one time whereby when I saw student or the crowd not really enjoying my speech, what I do, I'm not only open Q&A, I also play a video, for example, or play a video, and immediately I use analogy. Yeah, I use analogy. Analogy, for example, I share some of the experience from the movie, some of the latest news on what happened out there. So this kind of strategies are workable. But again, Susan, again, it depends on who are your crowds. Okay, Susan? Susan, Susan.
Yes, doctor. I
All
understand.
right.
Thank you.
Any more question? Very good, yeah. Very good question.
Sir, a
Yeah.
very good morning, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rizwan, Carol Rizwan. Yes.
Okay, actually, my first impression about you when we see each other the other day is a very overwhelming, sir. So my question is, okay, uh, this is from the experience that time because a lot of people there knows you. So actually, it's like a bit convenient for us lah because we don't need to introduce you for everything because mungkin makan masa sir. But if I'm in my position like being a speaker so that time, but you are the audience, and as we know, in some occasions there's professional
In the crowd.
speakers attending, yeah, in the crowd. So it will be an overwhelming for us to speak because we will like afraid to do mistakes. So my question is how you handle that situation, sir?
Carol
Because you are a
Rizwan.
lot spontaneous.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank you very much, Carol Rizwan. Okay. Actually, let me share with all of you today. And today you all will know. Actually, this is the reality. For good speakers, I'm not saying I'm good speakers lah, but I am very calm when come to public speaking. For good speakers, they will always, I repeat, yeah, they will always look professional if they are in the crowds. Okay, so what do I mean? They will not distract those beginners on the stage if they are good speakers. But instead of that, if they see the beginners look nervous and so on, what happen is they will ask questions that will solve the issues, that will assist the beginners to solve the issues. For example, like this, assuming Carol Rizwan is a beginner, I am a very well-known person lah, like Carol said just now. What I do, this I noticed from watching the movies, from attending conference, from reading the books. Yeah, this is not opinion. This is fact. What actually I do, if I saw Carol is panicking because he know that I am there in the crowd, and he suddenly he lost ideas. So what happened? For example, I will ask a question. I will say like this. Saudara Carol, terima kasih di atas idea yang sangat bernas tadi. Saya rasa mungkin kalau kita kaitkan dengan keadaan masa kini, seperti mana yang Saudara Carol sebutkan tadi, mungkin audience akan lebih memahami. Sebagai contoh, pengalaman saya sendiri. Okay, this is the things that usually professional will do in the crowd. They will not attack the speaker. They will not attack. This is the reality. So meaning to say, if you are giving speech in any event and you know that somebody who is well known in the crowd, don't panic, because normal good speakers, they will not attack the beginners. Yeah, they will not attack. Instead, they will assist the speakers. Is it okay? Is it okay to you, Carol? My answer?
Yeah, it's yes, it
Yeah,
satisfy my answer.
yeah.
My
Because
question.
yeah, because kan orang yang pakar dalam bidang public speaking dan sebagainya kan, mereka tidak akan interview, mereka tidak akan memperkecilkan orang yang speak on the stage. Mereka bersifat profesional. In fact, mereka akan membantu lagi dengan redirecting the atmosphere, so that it will make the speakers more confident. Ya, tapi saya tak pastilah kalau ada juga yang popular speakers yang being rude, but the way I see it, it not happening. Yeah, it's not happening. So I'm trying to say that having expert in the crowd, actually it will not harm you. Yeah, it will not. They will not harm you. If they are not agree, they will keep quiet. They will not ask question. Yeah, because that is the professional attitude that this expert will have. For example, I attending one of the Viva presentation, the students in the UMS. They talk about being the implementation of a procedure in public service department. I know actually their sharing is not right, because I had been in public administration in government sectors, but I did not immediately say they are wrong. What I did respond to the student during Viva Bose, I mentioned to the student like this: maybe if you go to other departments, the procedure is different from the department that you encountered experience with. You see, I'm not directly attacking him. I'm not directly saying he is wrong or is not convincing and so on. So professional usually will not attack directly. They will lead the panic situation into better condition. Yeah,